Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at our favorite token, XRP. Someone's just said in the chat, my XRP is my favorite coin of all time. Media digitization solutions, I'm with you. XRP is also my favorite coin of all time. And we're going to be looking at the chart, the news, my thoughts. It's going to be a quick video, so join me until the very end. But let's get straight into it and not waste anyone's time. XRP's charts. How many times have I said $2 is support? If it breaks $2, you can go lower. It held $2 on the recent dip. It went and it's gone all the way back up to $2.30. My analysis, if you haven't heard it before, is right now we are stuck in a zone between $2 and $2.30. We keep getting stuck in this zone, and when we break $2.30, we pump up to $2.62, which is the next level, and then we come straight back down again. So my thoughts are $2.30. If we keep hitting it, we're probably going to break it. Unfortunately, the same applies to $2. If we keep hitting it, then we're probably going to go through it. But right now, we're looking more bullish than bearish. In the shorter time frames, you can see we've got this higher low structure on the daily time frame. I think we'll knock on $2.30 once again, and we will probably break it. Once we break it, $2.62 is the next level of resistance. If we break that, we get awfully close to all-time highs. Remember, people are saying, oh, I'm bored of XRP, it's not doing anything, all the good news is coming out, nothing's happening, the SEC case is dragging on, this, that, the other. Look, zoom out and think for a second. Last year, we were at 50 cents. Today, we're at $2.40. We are up 500, we're up from those lows of last year. About 536%. We're 6x in the last year. Just calm down. Everyone just take a chill pill, look at where we were last year, and understand that XRP is still up. Look, all the good news, it is being taken into account, not to the fullest extent. All the good news, all the XRP stories that I'm going to give you a quick insight of, the Ripple US banking license, the companies that are buying XRP right now to create treasuries, like the Bitcoin MicroStrategy strategy, where they buy Bitcoin as a reserve to increase in value. People are doing it with XRP, but not only are they just, is it useless like Bitcoin to hold in a treasury, they're going to buy XRP like Weebus, like Vivo Power. They're going to buy it and they're going to use it. It's a double whammy. They buy it as companies, as a strategic reserve, and they use it. It's got utility. So not only is that all the good news, the tokenization news in Dubai, the SEC case coming to an end, not the best news. I mean, it's really good news. It's not the best outcome for them, but it's still a pretty good outcome. The most important thing, which is now going to be solidified, is XRP is not a security. And that's something tokens, no other token has. You can tell how excited I am about XRP. But before I show any more excitement, let me just make it clear, nothing I say is financial advice. This is my thoughts, my opinions only. Anything can happen. Crypto is high risk. Please do not buy or sell based on anything I'm saying. This is my thoughts, my opinions, and my dubious speculation. You can tell I'm going to be biased because I love XRP. So, all of that good news is not being just thrown away. Trust me, I don't think it is. If all of that good news wasn't coming out, I don't think XRP would be where it is today. If you look at other altcoins, you just pick one randomly. Just look at this. TON is breaking support. You look at UOS making new all-time lows. You're looking at OMG token making new lows. You look at audio making new all-time lows. I'm just clicking on random altcoins on my watch list. Even something like ADA. From those highs we got this year is probably down more than XRP. Down 60%, and that's a top token. You're looking at Polkadot as well. All these altcoins, Filecoin from those highs is now making new all-time lows. If XRP's wasn't coming out with good news and there wasn't anything propping it up, I think we'll be much lower than we are at $2 right now. We could possibly be all the way at $1.50. So that good news is definitely keeping it above $2. And also, you need to remember, good news has an effect on the market when the sentiment is great. When Bitcoin makes new all-time highs, and when the altcoins start making, when XRP starts getting closer to all-time highs, and then you get the good news come out, that's when things heat up, and that's when you can start reaching my longer-term targets of all-time highs, $4.70, $5.30, $6.30, $7, $8.50, $11. Next cycle's targets of $50 to $100 as well. So that's all being taken into account in the price right now. That's why it's holding $2. I'm prepared for the downside. I'm prepared for $1, even though I don't think it's going to happen. I'm prepared for the downside, and I'm also prepared prepared for $10. Be prepared for all situations and you'll be fine. Right now, in the short term, we're stuck between $2 and $2.30. We are in a massive accumulation structure now. When you zoom out and you see what's going on, the accumulation structure is strong. You're holding $2. The price is looking great. The news is looking great. Ripple applies for a US banking license, follows Circle's lead in stablecoin regulation push. Remember, we saw the Circle IPO. It went crazy. Don't worry, Ripple would do it even more crazy IPO. They're 10 times the company Circle is, even though I like Circle and what they're doing. Ripple is much bigger than Circle. And they've also applied for a banking license that completely changes the game. I've always said Ripple would become the biggest bank out there. Not only will they work with banks, but they'll become a bank themselves. Why not? So Ripple Labs applied for a national bank charter. Remember, these are all stories I put in the newsletter. Please sign up to the newsletter. I put in 4 hours of work every single day into the newsletter. I bring you all the XRP Ripple stories. I bring you all the financial stories. I bring you the XRP charts. The link is the first in the description below. Do check out the newsletter. There's a 7-day free trial. It was probably one of the cheapest financial newsletters out there if you want the full newsletter. But if you don't, then there's a free plan as well and a monthly plan. Just check out the newsletter. First link in the description. And you get all this news. I'm not going to have time to cover it all, but I'll give you a glimpse. Ripple applies for US banking license, follows Circle's lead in stablecoin regulatory push. This follows Circle's June 30th application for a national trust bank charter to manage USDC reserves, making both companies the latest to pursue federal banking licenses ahead of expected stablecoin legislation. We've got Crypto Week coming up as well. So there we go. Only digital currency holds a national crypto license. Only Anthorage Digital currently holds a national crypto banking charter received in 2021. There are other crypto firms, Wisdom Tree Digital Trust, Standard Custody and Trust, and Commercial Finance have also applied for Fed master accounts, signaling industry-wide positioning for regulatory integration. We've got the US government being as bullish as ever. More bullish than ever on crypto stablecoins, legislation, regulation. Remember, Ripple isn't like those tokens that say, we don't want regulation. Crypto is supposed to be fully decentralized. We don't want government inputs. They're the ones that work with regulations all the time. They always went out to get clarity. The SEC went after them, even though the Ripple reached out to the SEC many times to get clarification. Now they're getting clarification. They are thriving in an environment where regulations are coming out. Not over-regulation, but enough regulation so that they don't get in trouble and they know where they're at. And that regulation is finally coming out, and Ripple will benefit more than anyone else because they've always been on top with their regulation. You've also got much more news as well in the newsletter. We've got WeBus surges on a $100 million XRP deal. And a stock on the NASDAQ is buying basically $100 million worth of XRP. That's the news over there. We've got the SEC now considering a 75-day fast track for crypto ETF listings. All the stories are in the newsletter. We've also got the ETF that's possibly coming out. We've got all the deadlines, the 245-day deadlines in the newsletter. You can see when all the XRP ETFs are expected to come out. And I'm not talking about the ones the SEC can delay. I'm talking about final decisions on XRP, whether they approve it or deny it. The dates are in the newsletter. Go check out the newsletter. There it is. There's so much more news we can go through, but I want to give you the top headlines and I want to keep this short and sweet. So thank you everyone for tuning in to this XRP video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Newsletter link, first link in the description. Let's see if we can get to 500 likes. 2 videos you might like up here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.